Right? Hey, welcome into Halos in the Infield, the podcast home for your Anaheim Angels, Los Angeles of Western Hemisphere. They get the win up in Minnesota, taking 3 out of 4, which again feels like the Detroit series where they should have swept. Hello and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. Renee checking in over there on Facebook saying, what's up, Halos fans? Good win today. We'll get into all the comments as we get through this one. But look, the Angels get a big, much-needed win today, again, to somewhat keep their hopes alive, keeping it going in the wild card. Division is lost. That's a lost ship. We can't even see it from the freaking if we're in a ship, we can't see island space. It's too damn far away. But at least if Oakland loses today, who knows? We're 5.5 back. We got the worst team in baseball on the road coming to Anaheim for a 3-game set, and we'll see if the Angels can take advantage of that as they did the Twins. But they win here today 6-2, a surprising win if you're watching from the first inning onward, because Jaime Barria started off giving up home runs to the first 2 batters. It's 2-0 Twins. You wouldn't have thought he would go 5 innings, let alone 7. And he gave you another quality start. They DFA'd Claudio, so if you didn't like Claudio, Claudio's gone. Barria takes his spot on the roster. We were hoping, and like we said the night before, that this guy would get it. We've seen other pitchers come up and down, like Suarez and Sandoval, not really making their way on this franchise or on the lineup, the starting lineup or whatever, starting rotation. And we're hoping that they turn the corner and they turn into viable starters for the Angels. And Jaime's been up here more than any of the youngsters. And he's been a good addition at times. He's been terrible at times. So we were hoping that he'd get a good start up here and that this time around that it's different. We hope he sticks to the rotation or at least stays on the ball club and could be a long reliever, something like that in the meantime. Well, he came up and he did his job. 7 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 95 pitches. 62 of those were strikes. That is very encouraging. Very encouraging for Jaime. We want him to continue with this. Good start today, getting the victory. And then Matt Stassi nearly hit for the cycle for the second time this year, coming a double short. He had a home run, a double, and a home run single in his first ever career triple off the right center field wall. Walsh went another disappointing 0 for 4. He drops his average at 263. He is still trying to pull the ball too much, still swinging over pitches like sliders and changeups and not really adjusting his swing. So last night, though, his last at bat, though, he did go to left field on a line out. So that was a little encouraging that he's trying to go the other way. But, yeah, another 0 for him. 0 for 4 for Upton again today. So, again, he's quietly not producing coming off the injury list. And then, Fletch went 0 for 5. Ohtani went 2 for 3, though, and hit his 35th home run, second home run since the All-Star break. We're going to be keeping an eye on that. But the Angels did just enough. Brandon Marsh came through with 1 for 3, got a RBI, his second RBI so far, so that was really good. Ryan Ann checks in on YouTube saying, very nice win in the series, decided not to switch to the hated Dodgers. Thank you, Ryan. Stay with us on the Angels. He said, take it to the bank. We'll go undefeated upcoming homestand. Ohtani pitching tomorrow. Yes, he is. And hopefully they do. If they're able to take out Streamlabs checks in too. Thank you for following us over there. Let's see. Upton needs to get back to the leadoff spot, Renee says. He likes him over there. If they could bat him 1-2, that'd be nice. But I think they're going to keep Ohtani where he's at. But, a nice win today. Cishek came out of the bullpen, pitched no hits, got a couple strikeouts, just had a walk. Watson looked great in the ninth to give Iglesias a break. They got insurance runs, which was nice. Marsh looks like a really good addition to this team. He looks like he's a clubhouse favorite already, so that's already good right off the bat. But with the upcoming series against Colorado and then Oakland, the next 7 games, again, we've said it many times before, is going to determine where the Angels go from here on out, because that's going to take you into the freaking deadline, which is next Saturday. 2 games in, you're going to be facing Oakland. If somehow you're able to rip off 5 more wins in a row against Colorado, and those 2 first games against Oakland, before Saturday's game, if Perry hasn't made a trade prior and they've picked up a couple games in the standings, by all means, this team's got to be a buyer, you would think. But if they lose those first 2 games at Oakland, I think it drastically changes Perry's outlook on the actual adjustments for the trade deadline. So keep that in mind, fans, as we move forward. Once again, we're going to have a trucker hat trivia, so stay tuned for that, for your chance to get a free hat courtesy of Halos in the Infield. And also Also, keep in mind, I'm going to send out a video for your chance to win a free jersey from Halos in the Infield, an Angels baseball jersey of your choice for starting up the game jersey bingo again, as we had a winner last week. So we're going to give out bingo cards. All I need you guys to do is freaking DM me, and I'll send you a bingo card to play along, as we will be dropping the numbers on a daily basis on the podcast. Rendon's Memes checks in and says, Anthony Rendon. So Rendon still nursing the vagina, still out. And if you haven't heard, real quick before I get into some of these comments, Mike Trout has, I guess, a bad feeling, or not a bad feeling, but something he says, quote unquote, by Jeff Fletcher, our good friend that we just interviewed, by the way. Check out that interview on YouTube. He came out saying, the Angels beat writer, that Trout just feels a little funky with his legs. Something feels a little weird. They're going to go in for another checkup with a specialist tomorrow morning, and we should know something by the afternoon, hopefully, and it's not a setback. Maybe he just slept wrong or fell asleep or something, but he has not run in the last 3 days, so that's kind of a problem if we want this dude back. It just seems to be my friend Mateo checked in on a message and said, or it wasn't Mateo, it was Thomas. Thomas checked in and said, man, dude, this feels like a buttercup injury for Trout, which we're hoping it's not, because he's missed most of the season, damn it. Let's see. Nathan checks in with light that baby up. Let's fucking go. Rally Chris says, Rally Chris delivered this Angels victory. He's taking all the credit right there. And by the way, Rally Chris turns 28, I believe, tomorrow. So happy B-Day to him. I guess so if you want to wish your to one of our boys here on the page, that'd be nice. Nathan says, no buttercup today. James checks in with never heard that song before. Yeah, I'm having to play... It was a White Stripes song. I'm having to play covers because of YouTube, not YouTube, but Instagram and Facebook. I can't play the songs I want to play because they'll boot me. They'll boot me off of these lives because of the if I play more than 30 seconds, and usually I like to have a minute and a half bumper before the show starts, and that's not working. So if you hear it, if you like a song, most likely I'm going to play a cover of it if you request it. I can't play the actual version because of copyright laws. Nick says, feels good to get a win, but we must continue. Absolutely. Nathan says, if we sweep Colorado, we will be back in the thick of things. I'm happy as an Angels fan right now, and that's what they're doing. They're sucking us back in. So, again, don't put your heart totally back into this mug. We've done this too many times. We've been hurt too many times, too. Let's take it one game at a time. Let's beat Colorado, and if we're somehow able to walk away with a sweep at home, things could, like you said, Nathan, get interesting versus Oakland. But we have to man up against Oakland. We have to. A's and Mariners are tied at 2. Thank you, Matt Bedingo. He says, let's go, Angels. Jaime was really locked in, Chase says. Yes, he was. Matt now says it's 3-2 Seattle. James says, I was pissed after the second homer that Biera gave up with a slider. It just didn't slide. Somehow he settled in after that. And you know what? Props to him for doing that, because that's kind of tough to come out there and then surrender a home run or two and then right away, dude, just be locked in. It's rare to see, basically. James says, and the bullpen didn't blow it. How about that? Fletchfax checks in with David Fletcher, as he always does. Nick Tukulin says Mariners just took the lead. There you go, 3-2. Sassy Stassi, James says. He does have that sassy look, doesn't he? Walsh needs a week off, James says. Unfortunately, my dad was like, boy, you got to give that guy a rest. And you know what? I really want it. I told my dad, I'm like, but who do you put over there? You really don't have a power hitting first baseman. You can't put Ohtani over there. You really don't have a backup, so he's having to play through this time off, or just the fact that we have no backups. He's having to play through this struggle. By the way, I took my dad bowling today. He had a blast. We went early this morning. There was an early bird special, so we had breakfast and bowling. It was just a father-son day, so it was pretty cool. Fletcher got unlucky today. Yeah, he was 0 for 5. He fouled off a lot. He was pretty close on some pitches. Matt Bedingo says, as Grillmaster would say, DFA Walsh. Oh, jeez. You're filling in for Grillmaster. Thanks, Matt. Nick Tukulin says, Mariners 4, A's 2. That's good. That could be 5.5 out if we get if that score holds up. Day off tomorrow, if I'm correct. No, there is no day off tomorrow, Nathan. It's back to work here at the Big A. Rendon Means also says, hey, you know what? Anthony Rendon. So he checked him with that again, second time. Fletchfax says, no, you're wrong. Wrong again, Nathan. So back and forth right there. Rally Chris says, Them giving Rally Chris a great win early before they get back to 500. Otani homer day before my birthday. Angels about to do something special tomorrow on the birthday. On my birthday, he's calling it. So he's like, I'm giving you the extra luck for tomorrow. Rally Chris is calling for a big game, and it will be a big game if Otani can get the win over the Rockies' best starter Marquez tomorrow. Looking forward to the next series. Colorado is playing good ball, though, versus the Dodgers. James, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they win the first game? And I don't know if they won last night. I kind of went to sleep before that game was over. Courtney says Marsh is putting on a showcase. Will probably be the next to be traded. I hate to say it, but I want to keep him, but he looks like a player that's going to be worth something in a trade. Shit, dude, I hope you're wrong, Courtney. You know, you've been spot on a lot, and, I just hope that that's not the case because I really like what I'm seeing from Marsh, and I would love to see him and Adele up there together. Glad Marsh got the double. He's been having a good at-bats, and it paid off today. Yes, Don, even on his outs, they're productive outs, or he's hitting the ball hard. He's having good at-bats. He's rarely he's only been in a couple at-bats where he's been 0-2 right away. For the most part, he's working count. Sorry, lost breath there. He's been playing pretty good. So, yeah, I don't want to see this dude leave. James says Marsh has the smoothest swing, smooth operator. Look at James finding songs to match players. Oh, boy, this means Marsh time, Matt Bedingo says. Nats fan says, seems like they need better trainers. Yes, for Trout and everyone else on this team. Bold prediction. James says Trout is not coming back for this season. Dude, that would suck, James, if he just finishes with the numbers he has. Bold prediction here for Fletch Facts. He says Artie keeps puncturing Rendon's bunghole. Maybe that's the reason why he's not out there. Great job on the covers. Thanks, James. Let's see. Exactly. That's how I feel. Matt Bedingo. Rendon's meme says, Jack Mayfield saw my story last night and hit a double today. And that was a sweet double. And what a series for him. He had 3 doubles and I think 2 home runs, 6 hits in the series, I believe. So not bad for Mayfield. And how many runs did he save by robbing, what's his name, Donaldson and a couple other players over there, third, starting double plays from his knees? Great defense at third base. I don't think Rendon would have made those plays. Call me crazy. Sorry, Rendon memes. And he also says, let's see, Jack Mayfield saw my story last night. Oh, yeah, and hit into a double play. Don Hammond says they are sucking us back in, Todd. Laugh out loud. We always do this. Hopefully we make it through this time. Absolutely. That's the thing. We always get excited, and then they go on a losing streak. We give up. We want to trade everybody. Grillmaster says DFA the franchise, and all of a sudden we start winning again. So we're 500. Let's get above 500 and stay above 500. Chase says Max Stassi, Masterclass. I like that name, Masterclass. That's a good one. James says I got a stone face after every win, knowing some shit finna happen. See, you got your arms crossed last night. Now you got a stone face. Put Renifo at first. Oh, come on, Matt. You know we want to win these games, bro. We want to win. Captain Jack's offense and defense is anything Rendon or is better than anything Rendon has done all year, Chris Swanky says. Matt says, thank you. You're welcome, Todd. James says Colorado 2, LA 1. Ooh, that is sexy. That is really sexy. Anytime they're losing, I get it. I get a real chubby on that one. To quote VT. Let's see. Nathan says, happy early birthday, Chris. There you go. Nathan says, Rockies won the first game. Dodgers won the second game. So hopefully Rockies win that series. That would be embarrassing to the Dodgers. Fletchfax says Marsh would be a great at leadoff. He would be, actually. Angels going to sweep the Rockies and take 3 out of 4 from Oakland. Smell it. He smells it. Let's go, Angels. Rally Chris says. Matt Bedingo says, you're welcome at James Session. Mayfield becoming jack of all trades. Oh, God. Rally Chris' birthday would be the reason this goes on a long win streak. Damn, claiming everything. Rendon says, Kumar has been having some health issues I saw after the stuff. Therefore, Perry is a man of the future and knows his shit. You see Rendon memes? I'm glad you brought that up because that was something I actually forgot about because of all the Artie bullshit in the minors from the other night. And we made a podcast about that if you want to check that out about the minors and what happened. Me and Fernando did that last night. I'm I'm glad you brought that up because there was a reason why Kumar dropped in the draft, and he went to the Mets, and he might be a project over there. He's got great stuff, but a lot of people says he has a herky-jerky delivery. He's never had a Tommy John. The pitchers we went with are safe. They're strong. They got strong arms, and they're for the most part healthy. They've actually gone through their Tommy Johns already. So I think you're right. The jury's still out on Perry, but Rendon memes, I'm right there with you. I like to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, and he seems to, like you said, know his shit. James says the top of the fourth, smoggy and awful in L.A. That is just, it's terrible in L.A. at times. Mapadingo says, I was just kidding, Todd. I would never put Renifo at first. If it happened, I would never go to a game. Yeah, Renifo is terrible. Rally Chris says Ohtani is going to be pitching like 7 innings or 8 with a home run tomorrow. Damn, he's calling that one right there. Keep Artie accountable. Yes, we tried to do that in the story. So I read the article about Artie and the minor leagues players and was horrible to hear and can't believe they're treating them like that. Shake my head. James says Perry knows, and that's the thing. In the article, Artie came off as a bitch because when ESPN came to him and said, hey, we want your comments on this. Obviously, you know what's going on. You know where the money's going. He said, I declined to comment. When they asked Perry, Perry could have said the same damn thing. Perry's first year here, he actually stood up and he said, I did not know what was going on. Now, you could believe him. You could take him for his word and say, okay, he didn't know what was going on. Or you can say, bullshit, you know what's going on. When you took over the job, you know the finances, whatever, right? So you can go either way on that. But what I like what Perry did is when they said, what are you going to do about it? He said, we're going to investigate it, and I'm going to look into it, and if the rumors are true, and if the speculation and all the things that are being said are true, you best believe I'm going to fix it. So Perry said, in other words, hey, if it's true, I'll fix it. Take that for whatever it is. But if you do see in the future that, and it's being addressed, because I'm pretty sure the Angels will want to get out in front of this and show you that they've addressed it. If they addressed it, it's not coming from the drunk upstairs, which is Artie. It's coming from Perry. And that will give me even more respect for Perry because I would sit back and be like, hey, he's a man of his word and he gets shit done. Maybe he knew about it, and when they were called out, they were forced to do something about it. You could look at it that way. But either way, whether he knew about it or not, if he does take care of something, then he's a man of his word. Right away, I'm giving this fool major props. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. And if he's a man of his word on top of being a good wheeler and dealer and an evaluator of talent, then we may have our first legitimate good GM since Bill Stoneman. And for all you guys that don't know who Bill Stoneman is, from back in the day, he was the guy that put the Angels together for Disney and the latter half of Gene Autry's ownership, and which got the Angels their World Series. So we haven't seen a GM like that since, and hopefully this is the reincarnation. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's see. I meant Perry knows the drafting and scouting. Yes, he does so far. Mapadingo says Perry seems like a nice guy. Artie, on the other hand, I don't know. Artie seems just like a lush, and he's only there for the good and not the bad. So if you guys and gals are ready for the Trucker Hat Trivia, let's get into that. Like I said, I'm going to announce later on today, or I'll post up a video about how to play the bingo, and we'll play this sucker again, and we'll see who gets a victory in that, because we want to give away a nice jersey to you loyal fans out there. So absolutely, let's get into this. We have 2 questions on the docket, 2 chances to win. So hopefully you guys are paying attention. There's only a few of you on here because this is a day game, but here we go. Trucker Hat Trivia, question number 1. Since 2015, and I'm going to put this out there, James is not eligible for this because James came up with the questions, although he would nail these. Since 2015, what is the longest losing streak by the Angels, and what year was it? That's a 2-parter, but it's kind of hard. Let's see if you guys get it. The first one to get it on the comments wins the trucker hat. All you got to do is DM me your information, and I will send you a trucker hat out tomorrow or Tuesday, and you should get it sometime next week. In the meantime, Rally Chris checks in and says, I told Gooby to tweet me a happy birthday, and he tweeted me back. He gave me the happy birthday, so that's pretty cool. Mapadingo says, he looks sleepy every time I seen him, and that's referring to Artie. Let's see, you got 7 games in 2017. That is wrong, Nathan. 15 in 2017, no. James is like, BS, haha, just kidding. Well, come on, you know the answer. Let's see. I will give it away if you guys can't get it in a little bit here. But again, the question is in 2015, or since 2015, I'm sorry. Since 2015, what is the longest losing streak and when? So let's see if you guys can get it. 8 games in 2018? Nope. Let's see if we can get it here. Like I said, I have another one that's a much easier after this one. So just keep that in mind. I have to throw one hard in there and one soft. That's what he said. 8 games in 2018? No. Hint is an odd number. Yes, it is. It is an odd number. So it is an odd number. There's the hint for the amount of losses anyway. Of course he's sleepy. He's 100. Sell the team, he says. Matt Bedingo says 162. Let's see. Nathan McNair says, I don't know. Okay, let's just do this then. If you guys can't get it in the next 30 seconds, then I'll just ask for the year it was. Let's see. 10, Matt Bedingo says. That's close. I'll give you that. It's close. Says Gooby probably will give me a birthday shout out. Let's see. 10 in 2016, Nathan says. That is super close. Super close, Nathan. 11 and 21. No, Chase. Come on. You guys are. Nathan is super close. Ace says 13. Bedingo says 12. No. You gotta get the year and the losing number. You guys are super close on this one, by the way. Again, since 2015, what is the longest losing streak and the year that it happened? And right there, Chase has got it. 11 in 2016. So right there's the one for the trucker hat. The first one, Chase, congratulations. You get your trucker hat. So let's go to the second question. So if you guys are bummed and gals out there, you didn't get the first one, here's your second chance to win a trucker hat via Halos in the Infield. You guys were close, though. That was kind of a hard one. So this one's easy. So you guys got to be quick to the trigger on this one. Chase, you're eliminated because you already got the hat. I'm not sending you two. Let's see. Who has the highest ERA currently on the staff this season? And can you guess? This is just a bonus thing. Can you guess the ERA? Who has the highest ERA this season for the Angels? That should be an easy one if you know your Angels baseball. James is like, bang. Let's see if you can get it here. Bundy, no. Not Quintana. Not Andrew, not Bundy, no. See, Nathan says 752. Quintana was 7 ERA. No, not Canning. Let's see if we can get it. Remember, who has the highest ERA? He may not be on the club right now, but he has pitched. He has pitched. One game at a time, why not us? Jaime says that is our new saying for this channel, by the way. It's not Claudio, not Canning, not Jason Dixon, James, not Watson. Definitely not Watson. Not Blowpen Myers. Not Alex Claudio. It's someone that has pitched on the Angels. I will give you a hint, though. He's not currently on the roster right now, but he is still a part of the Angels. Not Hoyt, not Claudio, not Slagers, not Guerra. Come on, you guys should get this one. He's pitched with the Angels for a few years now. He's not currently on the 40-man roster. Well, he is on the 40-man roster, but he's not on the club right now. He's in AAA. Not Jaime. Jaime came up and did a good job. But let's see this. It's a pitcher that has some history with the Angels too. So he's been here for a few years. Again, who has the highest ERA out of everyone this season that's come up, and that's saying a lot. Bingo! Yvette got it. Bingo got it. Yvette got it. And right, Don was literally 2 seconds behind. It is Felix Pena. Felix Pena has a 37 ERA. 37. He was lit up in a couple spot starts or one spot start and a few relief appearances for the Angels back in April. He has not returned since. Felix Pena has a 37 ERA. No, it is not ToddFox, but I would probably have a better ERA than 37, I think. So even Bedingo got Pena later on in that one. Dylan Peters, Heath says. Now, Dylan Peters has not made an appearance this year for the Angels, or I think ever. I think he was just DFA'd as well. But good guesses right there. You got Chase with a hat, winning a hat, and also Yvette. So Yvette, send me your information, and I will send you a hat. You guys have the choice of the new red Angels hat, trucker hat, or the black one. So I am all out of the blue one and the white one. If you guys want me to reorder those, I'll do that. But you will have your hats sometime this week up there from us. So there you go. And Yvette's like, I finally got one. And so one day I'll get back. Yeah, Nathan, you were close, though, bro. I mean, you were literally close. You were like, I think, 10 and 16. I was wanting you to pick 11 and 16. You would have had it, bro. You're right there. So that's a good one right there. James says that was close. Yeah, that was very close on the answers. Don Hammond almost got it, too. He was right there just before Matt Bedingo joined in as well with Pena. So good guesses. And it's a good show for today. We're going to go a little short on this one. But again, I just want to remind all you ladies and gentlemen out there to keep following us. Check out the latest interviews we've done. We're going to have a interview posted on Tuesday, actually, with Packy Naughton. And then Fernando and myself did a show last night, preempted just off the cuff, about the whole minor league situation. So if you want to hear our takes about that, check that out on podcast or on YouTube. And then I'm pretty sure that Courtney, myself, and Fernando are going to do a show tonight recapping the Twins series, looking ahead to the Rockies series, as we normally do, looking back in the preview shows. So keep that in mind. And Chase's show with Andrew is killer too. That's going to be on the on Wednesday, or released, on Thursday for the Around the League show. So if you want to catch up on Major League news for the week, they always get through all the stories. Really good show. Plus play some highlights from time to time, either sound if you're listening or video on the podcast version, or they post the links. So really good shows. Check them out. The YouTube is bumping. The podcasts are coming up. We really appreciate that. And we got more content to come and more interviews to come. So we're really excited about that. And again, happy birthday to Rally Chris. His birthday's tomorrow. And then let's see. We have a big series with the Rockies. Take one game at a time. Shohei Ohtani on the mound tomorrow versus German Marquez, who is likely going to be out of Colorado. That could be his final start. Who knows? That could be his first start in Anaheim, but not in an Angel uniform. That's the wish. Imagine if his last start is against the Angels and then he gets a start the following week with the Angels in Angels red. We're hopeful that something like that happens, but we don't know what's going to happen with the trades. We'll just have to see. And then let's see a few more things real quick. Again, whoever won today, like I said, send me your information, and I will send that up to you guys. Let's see. At Halos in the Infield, I thought it was Roger Lodge as far as the the high ERA. There you go. And I'll say it in Roger Lodge style to you, Chris. Happy birthday, my little monkey friend. So, everything else is going good for the page. Just continue to follow us, and if you can, put the word out there. We got to, we're trying to grow this thing into a good little network here, and I think it's working out. We got a lot of interviews. You guys have been great, guys and girls out there promoting us. We're really happy about this, and we're hoping that the Angels can turn it around and make a push, because we want to give you guys the best content with a winning team. And it's been frustrating at times, like you fans have been saying back and forth. We've been sucked into it when they get a couple wins. We're thinking that things turns around, then they hit a wall. So we're hoping that we take one game at a time, take care of business against Colorado, and whatever happens against Oakland. We know they've been a pain in the ass to us all season. I hate that Laredo guy in center field. I really can't stand that guy. I don't like Olsen. I hate Canna. There's a bunch of things to hate about Oakland. I hate facing them. The only good thing is the last 7 games we have with them is not going to be up in the dump in Oakland. We don't have to hear those idiots on drums playing those bad, wannabe Cleveland Indian drums or Guardian drums, whatever they're called now. So we're at home. We got to support the Angels, especially if they're creeping back into it. Again, if Seattle can hold on today, we're only 5.5 out of the wild card. That is considered striking distance. Even with 60-some-odd games to go, we have a chance. We still have a pretty good chance. And if we take care of business at home, let's do that first, and then we'll find out what happens in Oakland. So with all that being said, again, Nathan, you have a good rest of your day. Everyone else have a good rest of your day. It is Mapadingo says this week could be do or die for the Angels. I totally agree with you, brother. And we'll see what